Welcome back to another episode of the Bet You Didn't Know podcast. I'm Prince Adam, and I soon should be joined by Dr. Ryan Fears, who's having some tech issues at the moment. And right before we were going to go live, his audio started looping again for some reason, and all I could hear is over and over and over. So we shall see when he comes back in if that's cured and fixed. And almost kind of half hope it isn't, half hope it is. We shall see. We'll all find out together. What's up, Nick? Only one drop the S from that broskies. Ryan will be here shortly, but always something fun and exciting, you know, just to keep people on their toes. But that'll also give everybody a little chance to get in here, find your seats, get ready. Got another fun-filled program of We Shall See. We shall see. I know Ryan has probably a little bit of an information or update from his weekend up at SmackDown, or his time over at SmackDown. And he got out of there before the rain really got into things, so that was good. And we can also talk about last week's episode for any of those that were here or watched. Anybody that was here live, hopefully it was a enjoyable experience. I know we had some fun with it. Got us kind of out and about and out on those streets a little bit. So had a good time with the app. It was it definitely started off interesting. So I don't know. I can say two out of three. Not really convinced on one of them. We kind of bailed on. I think we would have had two successes out of it, but we ended up having to bail on. Oh, all right, there we go.
Oh, there it is. How are we sounding?
I'm back. Not too bad.
Back in action. Good. Did you already run the intro?
Yeah, I ran the intro.
Nice.
I was almost half hoping when you came back in it was going to be doing it, just on the off chance it was, and then if it wasn't, hey, we're already off and rolling.
That's right. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, just saying what's up and everything like that, and was kind of I just started talking about the last week's episode with the Randonautica app.
I should have followed Frankie to XRP. You know what? Frankie was leaving early that night. I think he was leaving at like 1 a.m. Actually, when I left the track at around 11:30 or 12, he was he was breaking down his rig, and they were rolling out. I had to stop and hurry up, get a T-shirt from him before he rolled out. I was like, Frankie, need a T-shirt.
Yes, indeed. Got to get it while you can when you run across that guy.
Yeah.
If you're not at XRP, I haven't seen him out too many other places. So looking forward to running into him again. What a character.
Oh, he's great, dude. We hung out. What's funny is that Chris is in his crew. The guy's name's Chris. He keeps calling me Wes. I think he thinks I'm Wes Buck. Every time I see him, he calls me Wes. And I'm like,
it's funny.
Maybe he knows who I am and thinks my name's Wes. Or maybe actually, because he asked me about, he's like, do you think you ever do any like outlaw stuff with the World Series of Pro Mod? And I was like, I don't know. I'm going to have to tell Chris that I am not Wes Buck, dude.
I'd say run with it.
I'm way cooler than Wes Buck.
Have fun with it while you can, I'd say.
Yeah, you know. But I mean, I wasn't impersonating anybody. I certainly wasn't acting like I had answers, so it made me feel a little better.
Yeah, there you go. So now I was talking about the field trip last week.
Oh yeah, that was fun as shit.
That was a good time. I think we could have nailed it at the soccer park when we got just all discombobulated and we ran into the guy. And
well, we were kind of locked out. I don't know if there was a way to get in there. I think he locked the gate coming from the direction that we needed to go.
I think he was saying to go around the cones. I think we still could have gotten there, but either way, I think we could have had success there. The chance, because the last one that we ended was spooky. Didn't really feel too spooky aside from the fact we ended up being on that weird little spot in the river, near guys that were sitting on logs closely
Yeah.
to each other.
Like, it's just really, I wouldn't say it's unsettling, but you know, when you're down on the Missouri River and there's a giant homeless population tucked up in the woods, you don't ever know where they're at. And then we go down there and all of a sudden there's like dudes hanging out, fucking fishing and shit. But it's cool. I mean, you know, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm not scared.
No, they didn't bother me, and
No, they were cool.
didn't impact anything on our side. So no, it was just
No, they didn't say
down
shit.
to the river.
But it was a cool night to be down there with the full moon and
little
the
bit
partial eclipse. Yeah. So I think it was a full harvest moon with an eclipse.
Yeah, but
was
the
a
car,
Trifecta.
the car,
car.
I'm counting that one. I'm counting that one a success.
I am absolutely counting that one because when you go back and watch it and you listen to what I said, I mean, we called like, oh man, what if we find a hot rod or like an old Cuda or something? You know, like I was
Mhm.
just calling out old hot rods or something. And sure as shit, I mean, I
Wouldn't
call it
find
what you
any
wish.
other way.
Yeah. I mean, there certainly weren't any old 50s hot rods hanging out on the side of any other houses on the way there anywhere.
I've lived in this town just about 45 years, in about a week and a half, 45 years, and I've never gone down that alleyway. So, I mean, the chances of coming across that car or coming to that spot would have been slim, just so
Yeah.
slim. But it
Slim.
took us right there.
Yeah, it was fucking crazy, man. It was crazy. I was in shock, actually. I was like, holy, what the fuck? This thing's using Google Maps. It knows. It pinpoints something. It knew there was a hot rod there.
I don't know. I couldn't see one on the map, but maybe it was covering it with the thing or whatever. So who knows? But either way, I'll be damned if it didn't lead us straight to a hot rod.
That was pretty cool, man. That was pretty cool.
A weird little place too. Looked like we could have been shot had we stepped outside.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty clearly. You know what's strange about that is that it looks like it's just been. It looks like somebody inherited the property and it's been sitting there for 40 years untouched, and somebody just comes out and weed eats around the house just to kind of keep the property maintained. But and how weird is it that there's like no trespassing signs nailed to every tree,
Private
like
property.
10 feet across from each other. Yeah, private property.
Not in a bad part of town.
No, it's weird. And the house is like
Weird.
old, the paint's chipping off of it, and like it literally looks like
It looks like that car came there brand new, parked alongside the house, and then nothing's been touched on that property since.
no, it's just sitting there on flats, just withering away, dude. It's pretty cool actually, that whole setup. I wish we had a picture of it. Did Chris Biddle send that to you by chance? Or did he send it to us?
He did not. No, I don't think he did. I don't know if I'm assuming he took one, but I don't know how well lit it came out.
Yeah, that's some ADRL in the wild right there.
Yeah, that was a good time. I'm looking to play it again one of these days.
For sure.
For fun.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that was cool, dude. Oh, shit. Yep, that time of the night to start yawning. That's fucking cool. Hate it. I hate doing that.
Jesus.
I know. Not even coffee. I feel like drinking coffee makes me more tired.
And it could be
know.
a caffeine overdose.
I don't know.
Too
Possibly.
much caffeine that it's having a counter effect.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah.
I think Billadu said Ford 500, or somebody said Ford 500. I don't know dick about cars, so I would be the last person to chime in with any sort of year, make, or model. I think I saw Ford on the back.
Was it a Galaxy, or was it like was it a 500?
It was a Ford.
Yeah.
And somebody, I think Billadu said 500. I remember that.
Yeah.
Or at least that rings a bell. So
Yeah.
very well could have been. I don't know.
Yeah.
I shined the flashlight out there for a couple seconds before.
All I could imagine was somebody coming out with a shotgun.
Yeah.
So, like, we're shining a flashlight on the front of their house at fucking 11 o'clock at night. I'm like, oh, we're getting
It
fucking shot.
it would have been maybe 8:30 at night.
Was it 8:30?
It was during one of our episodes. We start our episodes at like 8:10.
Oh, that's right. Well,
So yeah, maybe 8:30.
because we were
8:45.
eating fucking Denny's at 11:30.
Oh God, what a Let's talk about that. What a shithole fucking Denny's. What a crap hole place that is. It took forever to get the food. Now I remember why in high school there were always two Denny's, and that was the one we never went to.
You know what's funny, dude, is that I don't think that ever crossed my mind is how long it was taking us to get our food.
It took forever.
Yeah.
And we were there was nobody there before us. And granted, we were the first of, there were maybe 4 or 5 other tables that came in, but
I think what was
shouldn't have shut things down like that.
go drink a Jolt. Yeah. Jolt Cola. You know what's funny, man, is back in the 90s, that was the before school fucking thing. Stop at 7-Eleven, get a Jolt Cola and a Snickers bar, and that's how you got the day going. Jolt Cola. They still sell that shit? I don't think so.
I don't know. I know Surge they took off the market.
Surge. Denny's, Waffle House. You can't fight.
Waffle House is right across the street too.
Yeah, I tell you, that's where I take Emmett every time we go to Waffle House. Man, that's my favorite. I start off with grits, it's extra butter, put some sugar on it, and then bam, steak and eggs and some bacon. Booyah! I
Yep.
love Waffle House.
Well, now we remember, and now we'll know never to go to that Denny's again. I'm not opposed to Denny's itself, but boy, that Denny's just sucked.
Well, and what's cool is I walked in and I'm looking around. I asked the lady, I was like, is this like old school? Is this OG? Does it not feel like it was from the 70s? Like everything was still 1970s, straight up the brown leather seats and shit, and Denny's and Lenny's.
It was definitely
it was kind of dark, and the lights were kind of amber, and had this like orangey and brown and all the 70s colors, dude.
Like the old Burger King. Burger King when we were growing up had that kind of 70s vibe.
Sort of into the 80s. Yeah.
That color.
The reds and ambers and shit and whatnot and things and stuff. James. What's good, Jameson?
Staying busy, staying fast, I'm hoping.
Staying busy and staying fast. Yep, that's right. So are we gonna go up there in November and do the tour
with what we were talking about with Mike?
Yeah. Do that with Mike
after the podcast. A lot of people, and that's why we need an after hours is for shit like that. Because,
why?
Man, I ended up and it was awesome. It didn't even feel like it, but I think I talked to Mike for 3 hours on Thursday because he and I got on and started talking at just about 6:30, and we got off this whole thing at right about 9:30. So
yeah, no shit.
About 3 hours, he and I were chit-chatting back and forth and with the podcast and everything like that. So no, it was a great time. But yeah, we found out that mutual interest in the paranormal, which led to him talking about his connection or closeness to Pennhurst out there. And
yeah,
there's another place called Fort Mifflin, which is in his same area. And
Mike Gironi.
I think that would be a good time too.
Well, didn't you say that the Pennhurst is available? I think you can still buy Jolt Cola. Huh.
Both of them are. Yeah.
So well, let's fucking fly up there and do. Are we going to fly up there for a Tuesday night podcast? Is that what would happen? Or we can go up there for the weekend, shoot it, and then you could post production some stuff and just air that on a Tuesday night.
Yeah, I mean, we can mix and match and do a little bit of it all.
You're the one.
Yeah, I mean,
we've matching and mixing and all of it and stuff.
We've got cameras and we've got live streaming capabilities. So, I mean, all of it could be done. And really, it would just be a matter of we can do a night at Pennhurst for 10 people is $1,200.
Sweet.
10 people at Fort Mifflin, $1,000. It's a $200 difference. Nothing major.
Yeah, but I feel like Pennhurst is like by far more famous. But what do I know?
I don't know. I mean, it's almost one of those things with two places like that. Do you make a paranormal weekend out of it? And
where's that library? Where's the haunted library? The Willard's library. Yeah, where's that at?
It's up in Indiana.
Is that in Ohio? Oh, Indiana.
Indiana.
Ah, that's right.
But I don't think they do anything after hours, which would be the point. Because I think we at either of those places would be 7 p.m. to 3 a.m. that we would have access to be able to go around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Okay.
So we just need to get our 10 people lined up and
boom shakalaka.
exactly. Yeah, Gettysburg.
Gettysburg.
Is on my list.
That's kind of like a no-brainer. It'd be cool if we could just like sit. Isn't there like a
Devil's Den.
well, I know about the Devil's Den. Isn't there like a visitors center? It's like a 2-story part to the visitor center that
It was like an old farmhouse during the battles.
no, it wasn't a house. I don't know. I don't know. All I know is that I've seen some really cool video come out of Gettysburg before there was AI and manipulated bullshit. Like some really, really cool the shit coming out of the woods. Like, you know, you see it like kind
lot
of
of misty
shimmering and
figures.
glimmer. Yeah.
Moving about and in trees, crossroads.
In the middle of the daylight.
Yeah, I've seen daytime
Figures. Yeah. It's crazy, man. It's like 2 dimensions kind of layered on top of each other somehow. Like, I don't even know how that works. It's like replaying, frequencies.
You know, if one of the theories out in paranormal is, I mean, all of our bodies run off electricity.
Sure.
It's minimal, but like, you know, it can't. What happens to that electricity when you die? Could that technically be what we refer to as your soul, to where that electricity still maintains and continues some sort of consciousness or connection, just on a different frequency wavelength within our own world?
It must. I mean, it must have some type of EMF, some type of something. I mean, as you know, obviously, I know we've talked about it, but you know, energy cannot be created or destroyed. And so, you know, what do they call that? 9 grams or something? Wasn't there a movie called 9 ounces or 9 grams? They measured.
Yeah, like the weight of a person after they die, and that's the difference between before and after. So they assume it to be the soul.
Well, they've actually done this experiment several times where at the moment of death, like they're on a gurney or on a scale or whatever, and they've actually been able to measure at the moment of death where just the weight just drops at the moment of death. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know how much weight is there in air in your lungs, or the blood and everything pumping and flowing through. Who knows?
Yeah, I don't either.
anything. It's not impossible.
Well, it's even stranger is the guy that made the spirit box that talked to his daughter on her birthday. Like, to me, that was absolutely intriguing. I was like, no way, dude. Like, how do I know he's not talking to that thing through a walkie-talkie or some shit? I was thinking about 9 grams. Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah. Or Blair Witch up in Burkesville, Maryland.
What a great movie.
Yeah, we have a let's see, we got who is the witch out here? Molly.
Yeah, Molly Crenshaw.
Yeah, Molly Crenshaw. What's up, Haley? Yeah, that's a that's a cool one.
The old urban legend. Yeah.
Yeah. What about Bubba running a 352? What?
Yeah. Saw it in video. Old Uncle Steve was lucky enough to be there.
Thank you so much, Uncle Steve. Yes, he was. Appreciate that, man. That was great to witness. Bear witness.
Disappeared, never found. They managed to find him for the red carpet premiere of the movie. So that was
wait, Nick, you don't believe. Wait, what's happening right now? Was that bait? That wasn't based on a true story. No, that was some kids making a low budget film with a handheld recorder. 352 twice. One at 214 and one at 213 or something. Yeah, Bubba's on another level. That's all right. When I'm sending out invites all day to these other door slammers, I make sure to let them know that just be prepared, because the baddest of the baddest are going to be there. Stevie Jackson, who got fucking Bub out there smacking some ass, and John Sullivan and Hank aren't going to sit back and let that go. And one with the 353. Hell yeah. Now just think of what they would do on some radial tires. Now, I'm a slick guy, right? Just saying. That'd be pretty crazy. I would hope Anyways, dude, I don't want to go down that rabbit hole. I had this conversation with who was I talking to?
Don't know.
It was another promoter. Anyways, no, it was another promoter. It was anyways, I was talking to another racer, and I just said, like, look, XRP in Huntsville are after most series are over. I mean, they are. And so I don't give a shit what kind of trim you're in. I don't care if you're in Midwest. I mean, look, if you can run 360 in Midwest, or you can run a 360 in PDRA, strip them and fucking rip them, baby. Like, what in the fuck? Who wants to spend money making their shit slower? I don't get it. I don't know if I'll get it. I sort of kind of get it, right? Like, you want to even the playing field so that the nitrous guys can go faster, or whatever the fuck you want to say, right? Like, so everybody, so it's an even playing field. Whatever, dude. Like, since when is there participation trophies in drag racing? Like, I don't understand. I mean, it must be from the promoter's monetary standpoint, because the more they even the field, the more cars they get, the more they charge the guys, the more money they make, along with the
Mike,
sponsors. I
We're
get
just
it.
talking about you.
Mike, we're just talking about you, brother. You know, so I kind of get it. I kind of get it. They want to even the playing field to get more cars, because that's just more entry fee money, more testing money. It's the whole thing. I get it. That's cool, right? However, that's not what we're about. We're here to push the limits and go faster. Corey, what's good? Well, there you go, Corey. There you go. We'll use that on a t-shirt. Who wants to spend money to go slower? Who wants to spend their hard-earned money and time to go slower? I like strip them and rip them. That's my favorite. Actually, you know, when I came up with that, I was talking to Frankie. I was talking to Frankie, and he was kind of bent. He's like, dude, you're adding this weight shit and this and you know, and they're trying to even the playing fields for the nitrous guys and blah blah blah. And I was like, oh, I get it, man. I was like, well, I think it's bullshit. Like, I don't know why these guys just don't strip it and rip it and come out here, strip that weight and rip it, man. Come on, strip them and rip them. Yeah. Oh yeah. Anyway, so I don't care if anybody in the PDRA or Midwest or anybody's watching. Season's over come November and even end of October. So get your shit, strip some weight off, and come run with the big dogs. I mean, that's the bottom line. We're here to go fast. And I could keep going on, but I'm going to leave it there.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He pretty well sums it up.
Yeah, pretty much sums it up. Because there's a lot of guys out there. You know, season's over. It's not over, man. Come on. Come on. Come on. I want to see what these guys can do. Did Frankie drop weight at XRP? Crazy to watch him at SmackDown Live, then see him at XRP.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He was fucking out. He was like, fuck this. I'm out of here. He was ready to roll. He's like, I'm out. Yep. They're just trying to give those nitrous guys. They're making everybody add weight so the nitrous guys can get in the field too, which is cool. Whatever. I don't know. I'm just waiting for the nitrous guys. Like, I'm just waiting for the nitrous guys to go as faster as the blower guys. I mean, Doug Reister seems to be able to figure it out.
I'm just waiting on the nitrous guys in general, to be honest with you.
Oh, yeah. What happened in the nitrous world? I mean,
Yeah.
is nobody running nitrous anymore? Is that just kind of the thing? I mean, even SNRA doesn't really have much of a turnout.
Yeah, it
I mean,
seems
they're
like
not running
there's-
full 16 car fields.
Right. It seems like car count and nitrous just isn't there. Or I don't know if it's spread too thin. There's too many out there, too much going on, all in one area, all in one whatever. But
Mhm.
yeah, it just doesn't seem like they're hungry. Is the
No.
thing.
Right. No,
They're-
they're not.
There's a lot of people that are content, and no knock to any groups, SNRA or any of the other groups. I get what you're doing. I get it completely, but it just doesn't seem to really breed the competitive nature that you would really want to push and drive the sport. It's just it almost becomes a little bit of a driving club, to where you find a group of guys that all run in a same little area or same little time frame of racing, and They're just content with racing each other and happy with what they've got going and aren't looking to push it. And if that's what it is, awesome. I get that 110%, but
Mm-hmm.
it just, there doesn't seem to be the push, the drive, the fire out of most or many that I'm running across, at least,
Mm-hmm.
to want to go that extra little bit faster.
That's right. That's right. Well, that's
all.
right. You and I, Adam, have had some conversations about incentivizing some ETs, and I've thought about more of what you were saying. And I won't talk about it here, but got some things. He was taking weight off the car in the hauler while he was driving. All right, bury that shit. Bury it.
But I mean, that's what you have to do to be able to go over there and run against that group who's happy to run, and maybe that even goes up the scale all the way up to like PDRA. I mean, let's just use the dragster class for example. They've got a limit, a 365 time limit on their runs. So I mean, as much as it drives people to get to 365, what incentive or what drive is there to go beyond that? There isn't any.
Well, there isn't. It's because it's geared towards the promoter making money, not geared towards the racers doing what they love, going faster.
Yeah.
But that's like but for a while that was their only outlet. You're either running with
exactly
the PDRA or Midwest or IHRA. I mean, I know Larry does his thing at XRP, but
there's options out there. But
there are some out there. But
all those guys, most of those guys that you named, they all, like we've come to find out, they all get the rules and regulations from one person, and that one person then disseminates the rules and regulations to 3 to 4 different series who all then run their stuff all the same, so that there can be parity within the races, and then harmony within their series. And
well, maybe that's what we call it. We call it no, I don't like it. I was thinking, why don't we just have a class? Why don't we just have a class, a parity class for door slammers, where if you run in any of those series, you just keep your trim on and just come race in your own class.
That's an index class. Yeah, that's what it is.
Well, almost, I guess.
And really, at the end of the day,
I mean, they're not going any faster than I think Mark Mickey may have ran did I see him run a 59? He ran a 59 or a 60.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and that's moving with weight and everything like that. Don't get me wrong.
Right. Yeah. Oh, no, these boys are going to go faster and faster, faster and faster, which leads me to another point. We have to really get serious on safety. We have to get pretty, because these guys are getting faster and faster and faster. We have to really just, if you're watching, don't come out there like you're fucking hillbilly out of the mountains with no proper safety shit, because we're going to start leaning pretty hard, especially next year. We'll probably, I'm thinking, I don't know. I want to get too far ahead of myself, but
yeah,
licenses and certifications, man.
I'm in no way and shape qualified to chime in on this. So
no, it's all good. But in the big scheme of things, we need to be safe. And if you're running, these boys start running low 50s and mid to high 40s, because it won't be long until some of these radio guys decide to strip their weight, throw some fucking floppy tires on it, and start really banging it out, hitting some hard ETs. Outlaw class with gloves off and want to be outlaw class with rules.
Yeah, you can't have rules.
You just can't have rules, right?
Outlaw,
right?
But that term has been bastardized across the industry to where it doesn't hold the intended weight of the word anymore. Now it's just become a throwaway term that you see and you almost disregard, because it's what does it mean anymore?
RWB, baby, run with your bro. That's right. Anyways, congrats, Bubba. Holds a track record at XRP now. I'm sure that's chapping Clyde's ass a little bit.
Nah.
No, he don't care. He's like, just wait. He's just chuckling. He's sitting in the corner with his arms crossed, he's got his glass of Texas tea, just kind of chuckling. Cole who?
Yeah. No, yeah.
John who?
I'm sure it's motivation for all.
Mm-hmm.
Hopefully it is.
What are you doing? Monitoring comments over there?
I monitor everything over here.
I monitor everything.
So yeah, you need stuff like that to be able to push everybody else to want to go faster. I mean, does that mean automatically Bubba shows up at an event and you just hand him the trophy before he even takes it off the trailer? No, because if he's not running Dayco belts, he could fuck himself over real quick.
Mm-hmm. That's right. He's not having a Dayco day.
Nope, not at all.
Mm-mm.
So no, anybody's got a chance at any given time. It's been proven over and over and over. So why not?
Yeah, that is the that's the thing. Why not? So, you know what? I've got a long list of door slammers I'm going to be reaching out to that I know run in the PDRA and Midwest. And I know they're not doing shit in October, November unless they're running in the NHRA.
Yeah, I think a couple of them probably have a race the week before Huntsville.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, if Frankie Taylor can strip
like-
weight from Odessa to Dallas or Odessa to Ferris,
There's no excuse.
seems like there's time.
You know, what was really cool, dude, is I had an opportunity to talk to Brandon and Brandon Snyder.
Mhm.
And, dude, I want to tell you something. He is probably one of the nicest, humblest dudes. I mean, dude, he will stop what he's doing. He would be in the middle of sweating his ass off building something, and he'd just stop and talk to you, which is, he's a pretty selfless guy. And, after we'd talked, we both are military guys, and you could just tell he was a good leader. He would be somebody I'd follow.
Did he have his bitch and
in the
semi
military.
there?
I couldn't tell by the way everything was parked. I couldn't tell. Yeah, he was down there with us in Montgomery, and unfortunately, the track just wasn't ready for him.
Oh man,
or anyone else.
It was pretty
That was a
funny
fucking
when
mess.
he pulled into the lot. People recognized his truck, and
They're like, "Oh shit!"
where they're scattering up to. It's like, what cars he got in there? What he bring? Is he
Right.
allowed to this? Is he allowed to that? I'm like, I don't fucking know who's he.
Yeah, I know, right? I was over there talking with Chris and Amanda, and Amanda Hoover goes, "Oh, there's Brandon Snyder. He's a bad son of a bitch." And I was like, "Oh, really?" She's like, "Yeah, he's good." And I was like, "Oh, okay, cool." Didn't know, but I thought it was awesome that he was at our event.
Yeah.
But he instantly recognized me. Actually, as a matter of fact, I messaged him today to see if he was going to be in St. Louis this weekend for the NHRA.
Mhm.
And I guess they called the pro mods because of the rain and shit. So he's like, nope, no, I was going to be, but I'm not. And an immediate response too. I mean, the guy is, and this is all he's just, his brain is just wired
Yeah.
all about racing.
Thanks again to Bubba for sending him to us and that one in Montgomery.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, is that a Bubba doing?
Yep.
Thanks, Bubba. Bubba's another guy like that, man. Did you see his new motor in the back of that truck?
I saw it. It looked big. I don't know.
Yeah, actually looked like a 454 or a small block Chevy motor of some sort. I don't know, with a tunnel ram.
Downgrading. It's getting too fast.
Yeah, I don't know what he's going to do with it.
The 352 scared him.
Yeah.
It's got to back her down.
I don't think a lot of people realize that wasn't that just was not a race motor per se.
I have zero idea.
Zero idea. Robert De Niro. Yeah, Mike, we were Mr. Geroni. We were just talking about you, man. We are talking about coming up there to Penhurst in November. So we just find a group of people. That'd be great. I'll pay for Adam and I to fly up there. I don't think I want to pay for too many more to fly up there. Unless we can get cheap flights. Maybe we'll bring Billadu or something. But you and I and Billadu, that's 3. Maybe Mike knows a few people. I might know some people up there in Pennsylvania.
I'm sure he does.
It says 440 engine for the Cutlass.
Nice.
Wait.
I knew that was going to
hold on a fucking second.
Things to a goddamn halt.
Hold on a damn second. Are you telling me Bubba has a Cutlass? Does Bubba have a Cutlass? And if so, what year is it?
I don't know.
And if it's a 440 engine, yeah, it looked kind of like a nitrous motor. Maybe a big block of some sort. I mean, it clearly was not a blower Hemi motor. Huh.
No
Uncle
clue on that
Steve,
one.
does Bubba have a Cutlass? Am I missing something?
There you go.
No, man. What year is it? What fucking year is it? I gotta know.
Tell me now.
I gotta know. What's in the box?
God,
What's in the box?
Bubba might be banned from ADRL events because of this.
Because I have a Cutlass that I want to turn into an index car. I do. I really do.
It's the first I've heard of this.
But look, I would not participate in any of the events. I cannot afford there to be any misconstrued nepotism. Per se, I don't know how that would work. I guess you can call that nepotism. Me owning the series and racing in it, and but outlaw's outlaw though, right? Like I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, when it's extreme, and I think that a lot of time when those rules have come into play, and there's people that are involved with the racing that are also involved with maybe ownership or control of the series, things of that, or decision making. It can give the perception or just opens up that window a little bit for anybody that wants to have a gripe to have a gripe. So, you know, if in theory and in hope we strive towards the extreme classes, the no limit, no index, outlaw, as it should be, run what you brung, whatever you want to call it, then it wouldn't be too big of a problem. We wouldn't have races that you'd be able to race in. So.
Yeah, Jim Phillips had posted his new ride, which is pretty cool. And I guess a former Marine is part owner in it or the driver. I'm not sure. He picks up on people in the backyard with that one.
Picks on people.
Oh, picks on people in the backyard with that one. Oh, gotcha. Yeah, that's kind of how I do with my Cutlass too. I'm just the weekend warrior. I'm just a asphalt bandit. I'm not really a
you're an
guy.
You're an ass bandit, but it's not your fault.
Yeah, that's a pretty cool new ride. Jim Phillips' new ride. I don't know if anybody's seen that or not.
Yeah, hadn't seen that.
There's that Marine Corps flag in the background. Holly Springs. What do you say? Yeah, 470. Yeah, so I told Jim to bring it out, and he said, we're not fast enough. I said, dude, we're going to have 470 and 450 there. Yeah, anybody watching, I don't know if you guys are aware of this or not. Verge just put out their flyer, but the Verge is going to be coming with us to Huntsville, and they'll have a 470 and a 450 index class. So if you know anybody that's got a 470 or 450 car and wants to come out and beat up on some of those Verge guys, come on out. But I'm going to tell you, the Verge guys are probably pretty solid considering that's all they run all the time. I mean, they're probably as consistent as a sniper.
Yeah, I'm sure that they are, but I'd also say you're going to have to get in touch with the Verge to coordinate anything on that end. I don't know how.
Oh, I've already told them, hey, dude, people are coming your way. I've got 470 and 450 guys coming. Yeah, he did. Yep, 470. So no, I told him there's going to be a 470 and a 450 class there. I just responded, actually. Great classes. I personally think that those classes are an absolute pair for our Run What You Brung Extreme Pro classes, our nitrous and blower cars. I do. I think they're great. They put on a good show. They're consistent.
420 is I think a better, more fun class.
You can't tell the difference. Yeah. In Adam's world, 420 is a much better class. Yes, I'm not gonna lie. It's a great class for me as well. Sometimes.
I can see it's a marketable class. That's for sure.
It is. We could get Good Day Farms to sponsor it. We could get.
There's plenty of places.
We could certainly get. But that's the only thing, because cannabis isn't legal in all 50 states. It might be kind of taboo to have a series in states where a class is sponsored by a cannabis company, where it's illegal in that state. Might be kind of weird. No one could necessarily activate their sponsorships. Like here in Missouri, down the Ozarks, if somebody's around, let them do a no time class with them cars. Well, you know what? You saw Clyde. Oh, maybe you didn't, Uncle Steve, but Clyde chimed in on our one Thursday night podcast, and he wants to
Couple
sponsor a No Time
Let's do
Extreme
No Time
275 class down at XRP. Wants to put that as part of the ADRL show. It'd be cool. Draw chips for pairing.
Yeah, I'm thinking like a No Time Friday is how I kind of envision it being easiest.
Draw chips for pairing.
Mhm.
So, I mean, I guess it's just you let your balls hang. You just let your balls swing and everybody gets in a circle. And whether you think you're running a 420 or a 390 or 450, I guess since you run No Time, you don't really know. And everybody is like, all right, fuck it, I'm in. I'll draw a chip. I'm going to run whoever I run and let the best man win, even though I know I'm kind of slow. Maybe I can chop down the tree and
Light
and
or
beat
whatever
him.
the case
Maybe he
might be.
fucking slips up or goes to sleep on the tree or something.
Doesn't have a Daco belt.
He doesn't. Let me look at your motor. Oh, hey, Adam, he doesn't have a Daco belt.
Run him.
Run him. He's
Put
good.
the
He's good.
chip in.
Yeah, all these guys are running. Honestly, I don't know what other belts there are.
Couldn't tell you. I think
Other Star?
I believe.
Wait,
Star
did you
is-
say Star?
Yeah, Star's
Same
one
time
that
it is?
I've-
Yeah. That's fine.
Not. I'm not shitting on them or anything like that, but I've heard that one mentioned as
Not in the brightest of light.
a oops, I bought a bunch. I guess we'll call it that.
I just need to blow through these, and I'm actually going through them pretty quick. So,
Fortunately, they're helping me destroy this stock rather
yeah.
quickly.
And nobody wants to buy them, or I won't sell them to anybody. So I'm kind of stuck with them.
Yeah.
Bought them in bulk, and they're a big bulk of shit.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying that. They could be great belts. I have no idea.
Who knows?
Honestly, I have no idea what kind of belt is on my damn Cutlass. Honestly,
I barely wear belts on my pants. What am I talking about?
I wonder if is it possible that I could can I pause this camera? Can I join in from my phone? Can I go mobile with my phone on
You just have to use the link.
the link? Just join in.
Yeah, it'll pop you in as another user.
Oh, okay, I gotcha. Huh? Because I'm curious what kind of belt I have on my Cutlass.
That I don't know.
Huh. Let me see something.
But yep, field trips are an option. Find the email.
I did. Curious. I don't want any kind of weird feedback. And I'm wondering if I should put on earbuds just to make it sound a little friendlier. Gotta go, boys. My next bad decision just walked in the bar here at the London Bridge Resort. Peace.
Fuck off, Steve.
I saw a great meme. It was a guy holding down a crab, and he's being attacked by crabs. He's beating it.
Double
it's-
shit show.
Yeah, double O shit show. What was the saying on the meme?
The day after having a track snack.
Yeah, day after or a week after having a track snack or some shit. And he's like beating crabs with a big ass bat.
Big old coconut crabs. As a crab. It's great.
I was like, dude, that guy has some funny shit, man.
Yeah, I like Double O Shit Show. They post some good content.
They sure do. They sure do. Let me see this here real quick.
I actually enjoyed the normal pairings at SmackDown. I think there were like 12 upsets in the first round.
Enjoyed the normal pairings at SmackDown. What do you mean by normal pairings? Remember, I'm slightly retarded when it comes to some of this.
Whew. Oh, okay. 1 verse 32. Okay, so their traditional type of
Hello.
ladder bracket type system. Gotcha. Makes sense.
Is that working?
Yeah, it is. I'm muting your other one, so should be good to go.
I think I mute. Oh, did I not mute the other one? Hold on. There we go.
You might have.
I just muted it. So am I able to turn this around? Can I turn the camera
No.
around Oh,
No,
you
no.
can't.
Yard. It's the one thing I hate the most about this thing.
Gotcha.
With Streamlabs,
Okay.
the other one, yes, you can.
All right. I'm just gonna meander through the house here. Make my journey.
Yeah, make your pilgrimage out to the garage. Oh, to the garage. Check on the lorry.
1 verse 32. I actually enjoyed the normal frame. 1 verse 32. All
Yeah,
right,
like-
let's see here.
Top seeds versus bottom.
Adam, you
Go on.
let's see here. Marine parking only. What kind of belt is this? Can you see this? All right.
I can see it. Don't know.
Kind of damn blower belt is that? I can't fucking tell. I can't tell.
Hard to say. Doesn't really have any
Um,
identifications on it.
and my kids, kids at this age love flashlights. So, of course, all my flashlights have been hijacked.
That's good.
Yeah.
They'll be prepared when the power goes out,
Yes.
since
But-
I'm sure they know where they all are.
Oh, right.
So we might have just hit the border of the Wi-Fi. The transition to cell is probably taking place, is my guess. So we shall see. I'm sure he'll be connecting back in here shortly. While we figure out Beltgate 2024. What kind of belt is it that's on Ryan's Cutlass? Anybody got any guesses? They can feel free to put their guesses down in the chat.
Adam, are you still there? There
Yeah.
you are.
Yeah,
Oh, I didn't see you.
No, you froze up.
Did you? Oh, did I? Okay.
Yeah.
You ready for this?
Yeah. What does it say? Does it say star?
It says star.
Oh, I wouldn't even start that fucking engine again. You're risking everything.
For nobody that's seen the Fears Mobile, let's yeah, great. It's got a star blower on it. Well, I know where to get one, Hank.
You better call Chris and Amanda and see see what they can do.
Yeah. Let them know. So, for anybody who's not seen it, here's the old 1970 Cutlass. Love this thing. She's pretty
Yeah.
badass.
Yes, I am, Haley. That is for sure. I've got everything pretty well picked out and good to go.
Bickle back half. Very nice. Anyways.
80
Okay.
sticker.
Yeah, gotta have the 80-year-old sticker. Well, and on top of that, gotta put skulls in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Gotta put the skulls. If it doesn't have skulls, it's not cool.
Have you had Billadoo wire in red LED lights into the eyeballs so that when you hit your brakes, the skull's eyes light up too?
No, but that would be super dope. I'm ready for that.
Yeah.
Nope.
Get on
That
it.
would be super dope. Or like its brake lights when you
Yeah.
hit the brakes. Yeah. I think that's a great idea. Oh yeah.
Sorry, Billadoo.
Yeah. He's like, what the fuck, man? No, Billadoo loves doing that shit.
I think it'd be a cool
He
little touch.
does. I think it'd be cool.
Yeah, to add a little something extra to it. Really make them pop, especially at night. It'd really make it a little more fearsome.
Especially at night. At night.
Freaks come out at
All right.
night. Freaks come out at night. All right. So yes, Haley, I am ready for
was fun.
Huntsville. I've got my costume picked out. I'm good to go on that part as long as James holds up on his bargain on his end of it, because I won't be out there looking like an ass by myself. I'll tell you that right now.
Are you ready to be a donkey for Huntsville?
Yeah.
I'm not sure what that means.
James is going to be Shrek.
Oh, What's the Cutlass running? You know what? That's my weekend warrior. I have no idea. Do you mean horsepower or do you mean at the track? I've never taken it to the track, although I did have the whole back half built. It's caged and the whole shebang, but I've never taken it out. Actually, that engine, it's a pretty sought after engine. It's a 72 454, but it's got the 69 L88 aluminum 429 heads on it. which is what they put in the Yanko Camaros in 69. There's not a whole lot of them. They're the GM Snowflake aluminum heads. But they're probably close to 10 grand a pair. Finished the way they are right now is probably close to 10 grand a pair. And I got that old B&M 420 mega blower on it, which is similar to an 871 with two 650s. It runs, was really good. I was asking ET. Think 10 seconds. Yeah. I think it'd be in the tens. I believe that it would be in the tens. Yeah.
It'd be crazy.
If I turn the wick up on it a little bit and put some different pulleys on it and overdrove it a little bit and did some timing, maybe some new electrical, I bet it'd run like a bat out of hell. Battle of the Bell Grove is another one to check out. Battle of the Bell. Battle of Bell
For
Grove.
who the Bell Grove.
For who the Bell Grove. Hey, is that a Civil War battle? Battle of Bell Grove? I have to imagine, since there probably wasn't too many, unless it was a Revolutionary War site.
It wasn't one of the major skirmishes that at least we came across in history class or that rings a bell, but
because they only teach us what they want us to know.
Fuck you, I won't do what you tell me.
Battle of Bell Grove or Cedar Creek was fought October 19th, 1864 during the Civil War. And it took place in the Shenandoah Valley of Northern Virginia near Cedar Creek, Middletown, and Valley Pike.
Nice.
Well, there's some really cool pictures of it. I was infatuated as a kid with all the old black and white photos of the Civil War.
Oh, yeah. Any black and white photo of a place I've been to or am at is always cool. Just to see the progression from time.
You just see these kids, man, and these uniforms and rifles just laying around in the woods, and half of them are beat up, and the piles of limbs after they've been sawed off and shit. Just crazy, man. Just crazy. Like, yeah, keep fighting. Here's a piece of leather to bite onto. We're gonna hack your leg off.
That was when they still were lining up and marching towards each other, shooting.
Dude,
what the fuck are you doing?
I know, right?
I can't comprehend where that became the thing to do. That just it seems like all throughout time you would conceal or do something to protect yourself. Not just, I get when swords and stuff were around. What are you going to do back then? Arrows. But once gunpowder came around and people started shooting, get behind something. What the fuck are you doing?
Dude, the Gatling guns, they had big ass Gatling guns back then.
Oh man, they had the rotating. Always wanted to fire one of those.
Dude, could you imagine the first battle where that came out and it was just boom, 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 and just mowing guys down, dude? Like, I think what's more fucked up about the Civil War is that we were fighting our own people, man.
Down, just pointing, shooting cannons horizontal, just straight at somebody.
Yeah. No, it was fucked up. I totally understand the Revolutionary War and us fucking decimating the British, right? And just like, this is our land, and we will go to no end to protect it, and we will fucking destroy the British. Like, we've had enough. Fuck you. The Civil War is a little more fucked up, dude, because we're fighting our own people. We're fighting our own U.S., our own Americans, man, our brothers and sisters. Like, that's fucked up, man. They have to turn our country on itself to fight each other. Like, it's fucked up. I hope that doesn't happen again unless there's a very good purpose, like to weed out all the pussies out there.
I really
purge, like a pussy purge. Excuse my French.
Doubt it's going to be a good purpose or
pansy purge. No, there's nothing good about war. Well, I take that back.
It's at times necessary and it's needed. Definitely from a defensive perspective. If you have somebody that's being offensive,
that's one thing, right? Killing is one thing, like for food or out of defense. But war and battle,
Just for
If
the
it's
acquisition
defensive, it's
cost.
one thing. I get it. It is what it is. I mean, as a Marine, and I have no problems fucking mowing down people when you got to, but in the big scheme of things, killing people sucks.
The only thing that's really changed is nowadays with wars, there's not too much territorial reclaiming. It's like World War II. That was kind of almost the last of that. Now it just seems like fighting and then go back to your other corners.
Guerrilla warfare is why we won the Revolutionary War. Yeah, I mean, creative. And we had the Indians helping us too. They knew all their shit. They were like, "Yeah, hey,
Yeah, get
you
behind
guys
this
do
rock,
this."
dumbass.
Hey, watch this, guys. We're gonna fucking destroy these.
What's this straight line bullshit?
Right. No, dude, you're gonna go in that tree. You're gonna go in that tree. We're gonna go down here. We're gonna bait them in, set this booby trap. Watch this shit.
Yeah, exactly.
Mm,
Oh man.
good stuff.
As always, yes, it is. Yes.
As always, good stuff. But yeah, so Mike Gironi, if you're still watching, we may very well come up there in November to do Penhurst Insane Asylum.
Only thing that gets tricky about the 9th is the close proximity to XRP, but outside of that,
that's okay. It's not that far out.
no. It's just a week.
Good night, Haley.
Not.
And natty bo body hotty potty patratty natty. What?
All right. Well, looks like we are right about at that time. Wrap this one up for this week and see what next week holds for us, or see if we come up with any sort of creative ideas or get another wild hair to go chase some random dots and plots around the map again.
Some random dots and plots.
Now that we know exactly how to narrow that range down to get in that half-mile area, I mean, we're golden. That'd be the best.
That's right. It would be the best.
It'd be the better option. Then we don't have to cross over into Chesterfield or any of that bullshit. Stick over on this side of the river and see what we can come across.
Yes. I think we could go over to Alton would be cool.
Oh, Alton would be awesome.
Oh, Haley's got an idea. What do you got, Haley?
Everybody hold on. Silence on the podcast until we hear back.
It'd be hilarious if she just wrote "fuck off."
Yeah.
Wait, I've got an idea.
Fuck off.
Go fuck yourself.
Yeah. All right. This girl watches Tuesday nights. She gets it.
She knows. She knows what we got going on.
Yeah. We'll get a fuck off every now and again from Uncle Steve. He gets it. Poor guy with all these Hooters shutting down. I don't know what he's going to do. I told him we'll just have to get 80 RL girls and start serving wings so he feels at home at some of our races.
Yeah, right. Well, I forgot I dropped this. No wonder. I got headphones on. I can barely hear myself. I'm like, man, it just sounds like shit. When I dropped it, I was doing some Gojira, some drop D on a Fender. It even sounds like shit there.
Their Olympics. You should have some of the drivers' wives on to give their perspective on how they run the car and what they do, but not me. I don't want to be on something like that.
Oh, well, you'd be the first one, Haley. It's your idea.
No, it makes total sense to me. Yeah, I mean, that's what I like, is finding that perspective or view that's not every day. You know, that's why, like, at the races, I like watching the cars go down the track, but there's so much more interesting and fun things and people that happen off the track that it's so much more fun.
Israel's beeper tech, genius and insanely accurate. I mean, I know. No. It wasn't just beepers. It was beepers and cell phones. And literally, I mean, how it's so good, right? Isn't that the old Trojan horse fucking scenario?
You have to respect the move from either side. You're like, God damn it, that decimated some of our forces, but God damn it if I don't respect what they do.
They were like, it was such a good idea. Such a good idea. I mean, they're like, here you go. Here's some communications, blah, blah, blah. Psych, beep, 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 boom. Like, they blew up all kinds of fucking brains with that It was crazy. No, I'm good. It was an idea. No, it's
I
cool.
like
We got
that
you on,
idea.
Haley. You're good. No big deal.
We'll
It's fine. Nothing to it but to do it.
be ready. Be ready next week.
Yeah, I like Mike's idea though. I like his comment there. That's good
Yeah.
shit.
That was definitely interesting. No doubt about that.
Yeah, when I saw that and there's just like pieces of cell phones and like shit everywhere, I was like, bro.
Good night until your next good idea.
All right. Well, everybody, thanks for joining in. It's been 1 hour. It's another Bet You Didn't Know podcast.
Episode 85.
No way. Really?
Yep.
Fucking right. 85. When
Well,
y'all going to start leaving some fucking stars for us? Come on, guys. Jeez Louise.
Like I said, with that other
We're
system,
poor. We need some stars.
with that other system, there's additional tools and benefits and things like that. So
Is that what we used live last time?
it's what we use live, but I don't have. I'm using it just on the cell phone, so I couldn't even. It's too small for me to even read comments on, because of the way that it's set up. But on the screen, when you're viewing it, you can see the comments all pop up in the bottom left hand corner. Likes, follows, subscribes all pop up in the top right. And if somebody does what's called a super tip or sends in,
That's what my
$1.
wife calls it.
yeah, I bet. If they do one of those, then
Yeah, oh boy.
it pops up on the screen real big, and we get to read. Oh,
Hey, what's good, Jay? Yeah, man, it was great seeing you, brother. It was
Man,
funny. Emmett and I were.
I'll go off on my Flowmaster or my Flow Racing rant again if you want.
Oh yeah, no. I mean, you're welcome to. I mean, we certainly have had. We've certainly had. this
Way to be
conversation.
there and save their asses, though.
Yeah, good job, Jay. It was funny because Emmett and I are walking through the pit, and I'm like, "Fuck, man, I need to find Keith Haney. Where's Keith Haney's pit at?" I should have known it was like the very first trailer.
Sure.
And I walk over, I was like, "Sir, excuse me." And I walk up and I look and I'm like, "Oh shit, that's Jay." I couldn't recognize him because the guy's lost so much weight.
Yep.
I mean, he looks great, dude. I mean, I was like, "Holy shit, Jay!" Like I didn't even recognize you. So, yeah, it was great talking, man. It was great seeing you, brother. Hope to see you at some events, man.
Yeah, see him at some events. Maybe we can run into him again up at PRI like last
Mhm.
year. Always a good time
Yep.
running into NC Pro Modder.
For sure, man.
Out there doing the Lord's work, putting out the content and giving it to you the best way possible.
Yep. And he
Thank
does
you.
it good.
He's giving it to you consistently. He's not charging you up the ass for it on a yearly subscription.
Mm-hmm.
Those sorts of things.
Those sorts of things.
Those sorts of things become kind of important to people. It's just amazing that
For sure.
it's just amazing the company would have the financial backing and means and everything that they do just based off the
And
sponsorship
the amount of money they charge.
Yeah, their subscriptions, their sponsorships, and they can't pull it off.
Well,
Repeat-
here's what I heard is that from what I understand, this is he saying, I don't like spreading misinformation.
I saw Lyle's post.
You did see Lyle's post. Apparently it was, so this is where I have a bit of an issue with it, is that it's like, and this is from a business owner, an entrepreneur, a leader, somebody that has a high sense of accountability, is that, Keith and his group Keith had his own equipment. He wanted to use his own equipment. Maybe Flow had a little bit of theirs too, but it was kind of their oversight, right? But the bottom line is that consumers are paying Flow Racing to watch an event. Anything below that is not their fucking problem. It's not their problem. I don't give a shit what excuse you want to make.
If
It's
I'm a
not their
home builder-
problem.
If I'm a home builder and I hire an electrician as a contractor and the electrician comes in and does a bad job, yes, it is the electrician's fault. But me as the home builder and the person building the overall project, the contractor for this construction site, it's my fault. And it only looks
Yeah, you don't
bad.
blame the GC.
No,
Right.
you
Right.
don't.
Right.
You take it on the chin, or you do what you have to do to ensure that standards and protocols are in place. It's going to ensure that your product is going to go out there as promised.
No, look, I mean, I'll give Lyle props for, at least trying to bring some clarity to what the issue was. Hey, that makes sense. And clearly he doesn't work for Flow and he doesn't work
not
for
his deal.
Keith Haney. It's not his fucking deal, right? So no fault to Lyle. I mean,
Yeah, nothing on him.
he's a cool cat. You know, but in the big scheme of things, like I think it is kind of fucked up that there's now been so many big events
Mhm.
that there's been big money paid for those guys to come out and they've dropped the ball a handful of times. So I don't know. Hopefully they can get it right, you know. But I watch Flow Racing, dude, and I watch Flow Racing on YouTube. I've watched some other ones, Motor Mania TV, and I mean, it's not. I don't know. I'm not
They're-
going to be judgy.
They're
Anyways,
providing the
it
races.
is what it
Yeah, they are showing the races, but
is.
I don't feel it beyond that. So yeah, I
Yeah,
don't
that's what she
agree.
said.
Super tip.
And the tip ruined it.
I can't disagree in any way, shape, or form when you've been there to bail them out with, you know, I know your rig and your setup and things like that, and it's not what they have, and that's no knock on your setup. It's easily doable.
Yeah. Here's what's funny.
I could pull out my fucking cell phone and broadcast the goddamn race.
Look, this is zero knock against Jay at all
No, hell no.
whatsoever. Jay has
No,
a
all props to
highly efficient and effective setup that he can use to stream the event.
And I love
What in the
your
fuck
new
is the
multicam.
problem?
Your
What?
multicam is amazing, Jake.
Super good, dude.
He's making all the right moves and making all the progress, and it's a
Mhm.
slow, steady pace. Love it. So, yeah.
I just
Jay
see
is-
Jay
Jay's
walking
the
in,
model.
holding his gear.
It's got to feel like that every time that he gets that tap on the shoulder that, you know, hey, flow fucked up, flow failed.
Is it ironic that Jay ends up at every race that Flow Racing is?
No, not with the signal jamming technology that he's aware of. No.
Signal jamming technology. Oh, that's hilarious. Jay, you're a fucking genius. He's a genius. He brings his signal jammers in. Well,
Oh,
and then
you
all of a
guys are
sudden-
down? Weird.
now all you need, Jay, is is like a your own NC Pro Modder like bat light.
Yeah.
So set it up out in the parking lot in the back of your pickup truck, jam their signals, and then flip your switch on your bat, your Pro Modder spotlight. Oh my god,
NC
that's
Pro
fucking
Modder is
great.
going live.
Yeah. Well, looks like it's time for me to get up, all suited up. Oh, that's funny. Jay jamming the signal.
So yeah, it is odd.
It is-
He's always there.
Oh, God bless you, Jay. You're awesome, dude. That's funny as fuck, though. Oh my lord, I'm getting pinged over here. Who's sending me stuff? What do we got? Uncle Steve sent a picture of a cutlass. Oh, nice. There it is. That's like a 92 cutlass.
Okay.
Yeah, like a 92 cutlass, maybe a 94. Not like mine. What else we got going on? What you doing? Podcast. That's what I'm doing. Oh, okay. So, Steve Avon, how was the BSR live coverage at XRP? It was great, Steve. It was great, man. It was I don't know what kind of phone you got, but it sounded good. It had good clarity. The signal was decent. I thought it was great, man. I mean, I think once, maybe twice, the signal got just a split second interrupted, but I mean, shit, man.
That's gonna happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
That
No.
is absolutely gonna happen. So no, I I love it. I appreciate it. It's always
brought to you free from Signature Flooring for free.
that's right.
Well, we're using Bubba's cell phone.
Yeah.
No, obviously not, since it was coming from Steve's Facebook profile.
Yeah. No, I just always love the videos that end with John Sullivan at the last couple seconds.
Yeah. Not gonna lie, I thought about putting the landlord's airplane on the next event T-shirt and painting it red with black racing stripes with flames coming out of it. And then I thought, yeah, maybe that won't be a good idea.
Yeah, have it landed on XRP.
Yeah, that BSR run was great. I agree. 52 is ripping. 52 is ripping. And I honestly think that that's just kind of the start. I feel like everybody's been a little stagnant for a handful of years. You know, I've talked about this with several people. I do believe that even with all the trim, radial guys can go really fast, like in the 90s and low 50s, only because radial tires are fucking fast. I mean, it is what it is. I mean, radial tires with the super glued up track, they're going to go fast. I mean, just not going to lie. They're fast as shit. However, it's kind of been at a standstill, and I do believe now that there's a genuine outlet for these guys to run their run what you brung door slammers. They're full on outlaw shit. I don't want to say outlaw anymore because it's so played out, but ADRL style trim. I think that we're going to start seeing some faster and faster ETs, and guys are going to start making some specific built shit to go faster. The Bubba's raced like 3 times this year. Yep. I'm back in the conversation because she didn't have a.
I didn't know if it went really well or really bad. I figured
or it was really quick.
Yeah.
Yeah, those lot lizards handle business pretty quick, in and out. Like, here you go.
Yeah.
Here's $50. See ya. I don't know what the price is. 20, 50.
Yeah,
I got friends I could ask though.
I know Bubba's got at least 3 more chances that I know of this year to
yeah, because there's one more race at XRP.
Yeah, he's got one more race at XRP. The week
then there's Huntsville.
Race, then Huntsville.
And then our last race at XRP.
Yep.
You know, I'm not going to lie. Just got home and got time. Still game for the Pennhurst hang. If we got time, I'll give a tour, show off the shop car.
I'm down for either Pennhurst or Fort Mifflin, either one.
Hell yeah.
I'm in.
Yep. Can definitely get maybe 2 or 3 peeps on my end. Okay, sweet.
We need 10 to make a group. So if we
need 10.
If we got 2, probably
I can bring 3
from our side. We get 2, 3 from that side. All we need is find a couple other people, and I'm sure that we can drum that up one way or another, either on this or any of the other podcasts. It's just a matter of
for sure
finding people that are willing to head up that way or in that area.
That'll be a great bet you didn't know. That'll be
for a good time.
Yep, for sure. Bet you didn't know. And then we could just kind of go into the Pennhurst and kind of explain all the background story on it for the folks who don't know, because that place is fucked up. I mean, that was a messed up place, man. Like, you could look back at all the pictures and just like, you imagine like what it smelled like and what it sounded like, you know, just all the screams and the moans and the feces and urine probably smelled like shit. Like, it was probably crazy.
Yeah,
crazy.
I'm sure it wasn't an amazing place, but yeah,
that's Adam's response. Yeah, I'm sure it wasn't the most pleasant place in the world.
Asylum. I don't know what you're expecting out of that, but yeah, I'm all for checking that out.
Because wasn't that one still running into the 70s, 60s or 70s? Is that the one? Which is the one that not Ronaldo? Who's the Italian guy, had his own show, got a Ku Klux Klan member threw a chair at his face, broke his nose?
Oh, Geraldo.
I almost said Ronaldo. Geraldo
Rivera.
Did you see that one where Geraldo went to that place? Like, it was in the 70s, early 70s or something. He was like interviewing, and like there was people laying around. And he was like, dude, it was the worst shit I've ever seen.
No, I don't think that I have, but I will have to check it out. It operated until 87.
87. So I think that was the one Geraldo went to either in the 70s or 80s. And he said it was just, dude, and some of the footage, you're like, what the hell is going on there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. TV and video changes a whole lot of things, like especially with war, you know, it definitely puts in new parameters and rules of engagement, things like that, so that there's no hurt feelings or whatever.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, any of you guys are friends with any of the guys that are running our roll with you guys? Sweet, man. Meet us over there. Excuse me, that's the coffee talking.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, the more the merrier. We've combined the nitrous and the blower cars together for one class for the rest of the year.
Yep.
And we've added funny cars to the dragster class. I don't know if any are going to show up. It was just to do it kind of thing. I don't know if any are going to show up. The one guy, there might have been a couple that Jeffrey knows that may. but maybe not. I don't know. So I don't know how exciting a news that is, but
That's kind of what we shall see.
But any of you guys that are friends with those,
Yes.
is that the, yes, yep, it's the Nut
That'd
House.
be the one.
Yep, Nut House. If any of you guys know or good friends with any of those Midwest or PDRA or any of those guys running in that waste your time and money on trim and weight series, tell them to come run with us. I got a list. I'm going to be hitting them up.
Send him the video, Bubba.
And look, and
Just
yeah,
send
for
him
sure.
that video and be like, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you did this?
Don't you wish you could go this fast?
Wouldn't it be cool to go this fast?
Wouldn't it be cool to go this fast? Like, wouldn't it be awesome if you could hang with Bubba Stanton? And I mean, even Doug Reister running 50s in a nitrous car. Like, that would be cool, you know?
Yep.
I'll be honest, though. I am a little, as time goes on, and I realize how tight Clyde preps his track. Yeah, I mean, Travis ran with us at Rockingham last year. Mm-hmm. He ran 2 classes. He ran his nitrous car and that 470 truck, that Yanko pickup. That
ran that fucking truck.
Yeah, that was awesome.
That's Harold.
Yep, that's Harold. But what I was saying is that Clyde runs his track really damn tight. And from what I understand, it might as well be a radial prep. So I might be, I don't know, I might be a little concerned with Luis coming out there with radial tires. I mean, could that backfire on us?
Nope.
I mean, what if Luis comes out there and smacks everybody's ass with a radial tire?
Awesome.
Okay, good. Right. It's run what you brung, right?
If you're saying it's an outlaw class and you're saying it's run what you brung, if this guy wants to
no rules. If you want to put fucking cupcakes on your tire, on your wheels, I guess
it would be a perceived disadvantage from across the industry. Luis would be at the disadvantage, from what.
Yeah, but not in November on a tight ass track like that.
That's the only weird variable about it. You take the same race and put it in August, and Luis isn't even going to show up in August. So that's the whole thing with radial. Is yes, they can be fast, but they can only do it like 4 times a year.
Shit, I hope we don't get invaded by a bunch of fucking fast ass radial cars. Because that'll just make the floppy tire guys pick it up.
Well, if enough show up, make a radial class. I don't know.
I guess so, man. I don't know. What are we doing? What are we doing, Adam? I don't know what the fuck we're doing. We're just doing it. And whatever happens, happens. I like to just do things and then go from there. Whatever happens, happens. And then make adjustments from there, right? I mean, what's there to lose other than hundreds of thousands of dollars on my end? No big deal.
That is very anti-slow as fast. At the same time, I hate slow as fast, so I'm conflicted here.
No, I know some people that have an insight on some funny cars as well, so we'll see how Huntsville turns out. But you know what? Hey, good news. I know there was maybe some people slightly concerned about track prep at Huntsville. I don't know why. However, some general feedback I've been getting is that the track is tight. Track's good. So, with that being said, that's good shit. I just reached out to Travis. Oh, there you go, Nick. Good job, buddy.
He's an awesome dude. More than welcome at any race.
Yeah, he is. Nick's like, fuck it. I'll shoot him a message.
Yeah.
We know how Nick rolls. He ain't scared. Nick don't care. All right, everybody. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. We're an hour and 18 in. I think I'm out.
Yep. I'm good myself. Let's wrap this one up. And
radio's like watching slot cars. Just glue and go throw horsepower at it. Yeah, I mean, it's true. I mean, it is true. When I was at the U.S. Street Nationals and World Series of Pro Mod and all that stuff, and Lights Out, Ducks stuff, those boys were just stomping and romping. They were
at the end of the
lighting
day,
and fighting.
At the end of the day, they were. But anytime outside of between 10
they were just all burning out.
They just spun their fucking tires, and it was the worst thing I'd ever seen in my life.
And Donald's like, well, I guess that it's getting warm out here.
Yeah, and it's just that the sun came out, so and it's ridiculous. I can't understand the appeal of it from an overall event standpoint because of those factors. It's a cool thing to do at night, Or if you were down at XRP and you could race 24 hours out of the day, start up a radio race at 7 p.m., let it run to 7 a.m.
Mm-hmm.
Have a blast. It'd be perfect.
Yeah,
But
that's right. Peace.
The fact
Any of you ladies want to send me some pics of your washer and dryer? I'm hunting. Oh, Uncle Steve, man, he's fucking great. I can't wait to hang out and drink some beers. Hopefully, Uncle Steve comes up to Huntsville. I hope you're there, man, because I can't wait to hang out in the pits and have some beers with you.
We know for sure XRP.
All right, everybody. Well, again, another episode 80 what?
85.
85. Thanks for joining in, guys. We love you. Much love. As normal, peace, chicken grease, peace and chicken grease, and fuck off.
And
Yeah.
fuck
Yeah. Fuck off.